It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Chick-fil-A faced many challenges growing as a business. Now, it started in 1967. They only had 384 square footage. So it was a very small place, by the way. And Truett Cathy faced a huge challenge. How does she crack the code? Now, Truett Cathy is the founder of Chick-fil-A. And the big code that she had to crack was, how do I create a chicken sandwich that people would want to really freaking eat and buy and come over and over and over again? And the challenge wasn't just in the kitchen when they got started, by the way. It wasn't just about how do I get revenue growth and how do I sustain growth, which every business owner, we all have to face. The other challenge was, well, I'll say this. Did you know that Chick-fil-A almost halted its famous Eat More Chicken campaign due to the mad cow disease in 2004? And what this shows is, even when you have the right strategy, even when you have a sales plan, that there has to be some adjustments along the way in order for you to survive, because things just happen. So what was Chick-fil-A's secret success? Innovation. Truett Cathy's innovation of the boneless chicken sandwich revolutionized not only the fast food industry, but how we went about eating chicken sandwiches, and more importantly, purchasing chicken sandwiches. So what is the big takeaway from you? The big takeaway as a CEO is you got to have a sales strategy. You got to have a sales system that is innovative, not only for the solution, but in the way that it communicates the message to the marketplace. We call this sales positioning, which are the words that you're using in the marketplace. Now, this is very important. I know I say this over and over again, but it's worth repeating that sales drives marketing. Marketing never, ever drives sales. So in this case, one of the things Chick-fil-A was able to do was have the right sales strategy, the right sales message. And as a result, well, they did something even more crazy. They decided that they were going to be closed for a very good reason on Sundays. Imagine that. And today, their revenue still outpaces other restaurants that are in the business. My big takeaway: sales strategy, sales foundation, and sales system. You do that, and you'll be able to do exactly what Chick-fil-A was able to do. Have a very successful business that drives revenue, and look at all the impact that they're having in the community. With that being said, my name, by this way, is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. Every morning we start off with, yes, the business case, and then we always go into what is our focus? What is our number one focus? Why do we get together? We say our mantra. Here's our mantra. If you can't be in sales, you can't be in business. Go ahead and repeat that after me right now. If you can't be in sales, you can't be in business, because we understand that sales is the oxygen to every great business in history. And you go back and look at what you need right now. To be successful as a CEO, you need resources, which you already know. I'm not telling you anything new. I'm telling you to put the focus on the area that generates revenue, so there's not more money going out than there is coming in, which is why we have this CEO Sales Huddle, a place for you to come together and be extremely focused. Now, after we do that, we always go and do our pledge. And I had to have a pledge, right? Because I believe that every morning we all have principles that guide us. And one of the principles that guide us as a CEO, and I want you to repeat after me, by the way, is this one pledge: learn, earn, return. So every day a CEO needs to look at their business and say these three words. Take that down so they can see it here. We're going to do that. And here it is. Repeat after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I'm always learn, earn, and then return. When you do that as a personal mantra, that's a recipe, to take it right from them. That's a recipe for automatic success. Okay. Now as we move on to our next segment, make sure I get this over here. Here we go. Our objectives. Why are we here every single morning? Why do we show up? What's most important to you? We have three objectives. Number one, sales growth. So the sales growth comes from daily progress. So every day you show up, we're going to get into the CEO sales dashboard in a moment, because that's the number one tool the CEOs use to get to $100,000. So we got sales progress. Number two is we address any roadblocks. Just like Chick-fil-A, one thing about Chick-fil-A is they had some roadblocks, right? And the biggest roadblock they had wasn't just that they had to overcome the one challenge of the mad cow disease. It was overcoming prices in the industry. It was overcoming hiring folks. It was overcoming having the right team. Okay, we'll talk about the roadblocks. And then number 3, here's our objectives. Here's why we come together. Here's why I ask for 15 minutes of your time every single morning, is to understand the 5 sales pillars that you need to understand in order to grow and have positive cash flow as a CEO. There are 5 sales pillars. The first one is sales planning. Not just a plan, not just have a revenue target, but we have to have a plan to get to that revenue target. Now, if you don't have your one-page sales plan done, I'm going to encourage you to go over to ceosalesplan.com. Like type that in right now, ceosalesplan.com. Download the one-page sales plan, and we'll even help you do that. There's no cost. That's my gift to you. Number 2, a sales cycle. We must understand the sales cycle from the time we attract the client in to the time that we actually connect with the client until we convert the client, and then the cycle that they go around, sales cycles. Number 3 is sales positioning. That's the words that we're using in order to communicate with our prospects and our clients. So you got sales planning, sales cycles, sales positioning. 4th one is sales indicators. We have a whole CEO sales dashboard. So we give you a structure if you don't have one in place. And number 5, well, we need a sales team, right? Because somebody has to generate the revenue, and that's super important. Sales is and continues to be the oxygen for every great business in history. As you're listening right now, I want you to be thinking, whoa, what's the one area that I need to focus on as he's going through this? Now, if you haven't downloaded the CEO Sales Dashboard, go over to www.ceosaleshuddle.com. Again, www.ceosaleshuddle.com. Once you go there, just click the button, follow the instructions, download your CEO Sales Dashboard. Now, for those folks that show up every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm glad that you're here. I'm so happy that you're here. Yay! I couldn't wait to get here. Do me a favor. You can see me, but I can't see you. And we check in every day. I mean, I read every comment. Every DM that comes in, I personally respond. Look right below the video, and just type these words, #I'm here. So if you're on social media right now and you can see me and you can see the comments below, put #I'm here. #I'm here is just the bat signal you're in the building, by the way. If you're watching it and you're watching the replay, go ahead and just put #replay. Put a #replay. You're here. It's not a bad thing you're watching the replay. You showed up, okay? Now, if you're on the on-demand platform, I get it. You might be on Spotify. You might be on Roku. You might be on Apple TV or Amazon, or some of you listen to the podcast and I'm in your ears right now. It's okay. Just send me a DM. Just go over to @IamShayBrown and send me a DM. Our number one objective we get together at the CEO Sales Huddle is CEO Sales Huddle for our new folks who don't know why we get together. It's a place where CEOs gather to sell more faster. You're already selling. You're already a rock star. I get it. You're a CEO. But here's what I do know. Superstars all hold one common belief, and it's the belief that they can always get better. So how do we sell more faster? We've got a big why as we approach the 8-minute and 43-second mark. Our big why is sales growth, accountability, and consistency. Now, I want you to think about that. As a CEO, you look up and you say, okay, here's 3 things and 3 reasons why I show up for the CEO Sales Huddle. I'm looking for sales growth. That's the number one reason. If not, no need to be here. Accountability, because now you're in a group of other folks that are like you, and consistency. Now, as we do that, now we're going to move. And how much time do we ask for every day? 15 minutes. There are 1,440 minutes in every day. And so you come together 15 minutes. And as we hit the 9-minute and 20-second mark, we're going to go into the part of, I think, the most crucial part of the 15 minutes. And as we're now going to look at the CEO Sales Dashboard. Now, it is an Excel sheet. You can download it. You can go over to ceosaleshuddle.com. The reason we're going to look at this and the reason this is important is that we understand one concept. And the concept is what gets measured gets managed. What gets measured gets managed. So you're going to open up your CEO Sales Dashboard now, the Excel sheet. And once you open up the Excel sheet, the numbers for yesterday are already plugged in. So you would go to the top. You've got 1 through 31 going across. Once you get to today's date, you look right below it and say, okay, yesterday, this was our performance. Now, if you had to fill it in yourself like you're doing it right now, cool. I'm glad you're doing it. Please, whatever you do, the CEO sales dashboard is the number one tool the CEOs use to get to $100,000. Now, if you had to have your assistant do it yesterday, it was the freaking best use of their time. I don't know what else was better use of their time than to slow down and go in and plug in the numbers, because what gets measured gets managed. And we only have 5 indicators that we look at. Now, I'm going to come back to me for a second. There's only 5 indicators we look at in the CEO dashboard. And this is very important. Now, I'm going to go deep in one area, but there's 5. And there's only 5. Now, imagine that as a CEO, you only have to be responsible for understanding 5 numbers. Let's go and take a look at that now as we go. Here we go here. Let me take this over here, move this down. Dun, 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 dun. Straighten that up for you. There we go. There's 5 categories in the CEO sales dashboard: leads, appointments, offers, deals, repeat business. Now, in your business as a CEO, there's only 5 drivers, 5 indicators that you've got to be focused on. Anything else doesn't matter. Now, I get it. In the business, things happen. But if there's one meeting you're taking every single day, is to look at the sales numbers. Now, leads, appointments, offers. Today, we're focusing on deals. Once a day, I focus on one area. And I go about 90 seconds deep. So we're at the 11-minute and 39-second mark. I'm going to go deep now in deals. When you're looking at deals, you're looking at 5 subcategories. Now, you can add to this if you want, by the way, and you can subtract from it. You can customize the Excel sheet that we have over there that you just saw. But there's closed deals. So how many deals yesterday were closed? That means someone wired the money into your bank account. Someone sent the check. Someone put a credit card down. The contract is signed. The deal is closed. It's now going into service. No matter what the number is, congratulations. You're taking action. Okay. Sometimes you get deals, sometimes you don't. Some of you have one call closes. That means people show up and they buy something that moment. Others of you have a cycle. Okay. So it could take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks to really get the deal done. Second, how many deals are pending? That means yesterday you made the offer. And then we talked about that yesterday, how many offers were made. Okay. So you're looking back now and you look at the trend. And if there's no offers made all month, then obviously there's no pending deals. A pending deal means the offer was made, the person agreed, and maybe you're waiting for the contract to come back in. Maybe you're waiting for the credit card to be sent. Maybe waiting for the wire transfer to happen. There's something there that's pending, but it's there. It's just about there. Or maybe they have to run it by one more person, but it's pending. Okay. And maybe they have to get authorization. And when I look at pending deals, I have 3 subcategories underneath there. Now, if you follow the structure, here's my promise: your revenue is going to grow. Okay. There's hot pending opportunities. And those are folks that are looking to close the next 5 to 10 days, preferably 5 days. Okay, I'm telling you now, preferably 5 days, but I'll give it 5 to 10 business days for a stretch, because some of you have, circumstances in different industries. And then there's warm pending opportunities. Warm pending opportunities are folks that are looking to do something in the next 15 to 25 days. So 15 to 25 days, it's kind of warm. Maybe they got to think about it. Maybe they got to move some money around. Maybe they're not too certain, but they've given a soft yes. Warm. And then you judge it yourself. And then there's cold. When I say cold, someone says I'm in and check back with me in 30 days. And that doesn't mean they're not going to do it. Okay. I'm not saying that. We always follow up. They're in the follow-up system. There's a lot of legitimate reasons. So it's still a good deal. Cold to me means when we re-engage 30 days from now, I need to take a little bit of time and kind of re-engage them and remind them of some of the benefits, remind them of one of the reasons they were going to do it. And I got to bring them back present, because over a 30-day stretch for a CEO or any entrepreneur or individual, a lot happens in their life. Okay. And so now that you have deals and you understand it, when you're looking at the CEO dashboard and you're plugging these numbers in on a consistent basis, now we look at the business in its entirety. So now we don't go to marketing and say what's going on. We show marketing what's going on. As I said before, and I'll say it again, it's my current belief, and it's a Shayism: sales drives marketing. Marketing does not drive sales. Okay, that's very clear. And this is Shay's rule, and it's okay if you don't agree. You might not agree, and that's okay. But marketing's job is just to go find the people. That's it. Here's the problem. Here's what we're solving. Here's what we're saying. Now go find folks that are in our avatar or folks we want to talk to. And if they don't, we still go in as sales. That's why we have leads up top. That's the measurement for sales because we can't talk to people if they're not there. And if not, we go get them. Okay, I'm going to get off that bandwagon, but this is very important. Again, you don't have to agree with me, and I'm fine with that. It's fine. But I believe that sales does drive marketing. As you look at your business, at the end of the day, if there's more money going out than there is coming in, as we say every morning as part of our pledge, right? It's our mantra. If you can't focus on sales, you really just can't be in business. It's not a good thing or bad thing because we got to serve, we've got to help, we've got to offer solutions. And just like Chick-fil-A, they had to come up with a unique, innovative chicken sandwich. It don't have to be an innovative chicken sandwich anymore, but it better be a freaking darn good recipe, okay? Okay, I got to go. Where are we? Oh, we're at the 15-minute and 57.7 mark. Oh, my gosh. I could do a whole segment just on CEO Sales Dashboard. Okay, let's move on. Thanks for being here. If you haven't said hello to me, look below the video, put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm in the building. Put hashtag I'm here. Okay, if you're watching replay, hashtag replay. Let's celebrate a couple wins. I always like to celebrate wins. I'll be about 2 minutes over. My humblest apologies here, by the way. I got carried away. And one of the ways we celebrate wins is we look back at yesterday. We say, what worked yesterday? Like, seriously, it's a good opportunity for us to celebrate wins. So what are you most proud of yesterday? What was your biggest accomplishment yesterday? If I could bring you on right now and you had an opportunity to step in from a sales perspective and say, Shay, this is what I want to brag on yesterday. I got some engaged leads. We took time to take an engaged lead and then we qualified them. And they didn't qualify for the product we wanted to offer with the biggest solution, but we were able to help them because we had a home to put them in. Whatever it may be, what do you want to brag about? And if it's just that you showed up for the CEO Sales Huddle, hey, I'm glad you're in the building. And then we take a look at the other side, which is what are some challenges we have? And at the CEO Sales Huddle, it's not all pie in the sky and you just feel like, oh, everything's going to be just fine. No. I want you to slow down for a minute. And I know I'm at the 17-minute and 20-second mark, so we'll be done here in the next 2 minutes, hopefully. But number one, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday that kind of prevented you from focusing on sales, which is the oxygen for every great business in history? It's not a beat me obsession. You're a CEO. There's a lot of distractions you have. I get that. I understand it. I understand as a fellow CEO myself. And it was until the point that I understand that I had to put focus on this one area that allowed me to create the greatest breakthrough in my business. What is preventing you today? When you look at your schedule, you look at your life, you look at your to-do list, you look at your priorities, what's preventing you today from even focusing on sales? And then number three, what's the one thing you can do today? You're like, Shay, I'm here. I'm in the business. I showed up. And as a result of me showing up, Shay, I'm going to get extremely not focused. Maybe for you, it's just that you're going to do the CEO Sales Dashboard. If you haven't downloaded the CEO Sales Dashboard, go over to www.ceosaleshuddle.com. www.ceosaleshuddle.com. Download the CEO Sales Dashboard. The message of the day as we close out. The message of the day is download the CEO Sales Dashboard. I want you to adopt the belief. Even if you don't believe it, I want you to borrow my belief that what gets measured gets managed. And you're going to make a decision today if you haven't already. So I'm only talking to folks that haven't already. If you've already done it, congratulations, stay consistent. But if you haven't done it, make a decision that you're going to download the only tool that exists on the planet for CEOs, which is the CEO Sales Dashboard. You're going to download that CEO Sales Dashboard. There are only 5 indicators that you need to know and understand as a CEO to really make the decisions in the business, and that's the 5 that's on the dashboard. And then you're going to hand it to your assistant, or you're going to pay someone to fill it in every morning. They can go online, or if you want to do it yourself when you show up, you're going to do it yourself. That's my message to you today, because once you do that, you adopt the belief that you get what you focus on. You get what you focus on. Put that down in your notes if you're taking notes. This is not like a training session, I promise you. But as a CEO from one to the other, if you just put you get what you focus on, you get what you focus on, you get what you focus on, and you recognize that powerful people ask powerful questions, you'll be asking yourself the question, which what are the results of my CEO sales dashboard? And as a result of doing that, you'll have the CEO dashboard. You'll see the numbers because the numbers are the numbers, and you'll make the appropriate adjustments. I'm confident. Why? Because you're amazing. Why? Because you're a CEO. Why? Because you're incredible. You're a very cool, super awesome person. And for you, as you're watching, I believe the best is still yet to come. The best is yet to come for you. The best is yet to come. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. I'll see you at the next CEO Sales Huddle on the other side. I'm out. Peace, everybody.